Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, I'm thrilled to have you join me. Today we are diving into a truly remarkable timepiece that has been capturing the hearts of watch enthusiasts everywhere. Since this watch review is not staged, nor we have a teleprompter reading here, I will now talk about this watch as honest as possible, and I would like to continue to tell you that the Cartier Santos Large with a stunning blue dial is an absolutely showstopper. This watch is not just a timekeeper, it's a statement piece that combines luxury with history. So if you are a fan of elegant watches, stick around as you and me will explore what makes this model really so special. And I would say, let's kick things off by discussing the design elements of the Cartier Santos. I mean, look at the square case. You already heard about the infamous cubitus, and what can I say? This is the mama and papa of that watch that really came around as one of the biggest flops in the watch world history. And yeah, well, let's forget the cubitus and really focus on this unique square case design, which really sets it apart from, trust me, many other luxury watches on the market. I mean, the large version really amplifies this distinctive shape, which is here now really easy distinguishable between the other model lineups, as you have here a date. So always remember, if you get a date here in that watch, that is the large version if you're talking about this specific model here. However, the large version really amplifies, as I said, this shape, and it's making it almost a bold choice for anyone looking to somehow make a statement, you know. And I would now suggest to talk about the gorgeous blue dial that you see here. This vibrant hue not only adds a modern twist, but also enhances the watch's overall elegance, and the sunburst finish is very, very slight. You know, if you ever came around a Rolex Hog dial or a Rolex Bluesy dial, or for that matter, any kind of Rolex dial with a sunburst, you will never find really such just a touch of sunburst in it. And that's what you see here with Cartier, because, you know, Cartier is a luxury brand, number one, but maybe number 1.1 is also it's a jewelry maker brand. And if you look at the really fine differences on the Cartier watch, you will really start appreciating the watch on a whole different level, if you understand what I mean. And everything that you see here on that dial has also been contrasted between the blue dial and, of course, the polished stainless steel case that you see here. And trust me, guys, in reality, and I hope the camera can, you know, catch a little bit of the glimpse, it's really stunning. It's unbelievable. I mean, look at the way how the shape has been done, of course, for Monsieur Santos Dupont, and every one of us knows the story, you know. He was a good friend of Monsieur Cartier, and both of them, you know, came along pretty well. I do not want to, you know, make any conclusions here, but, you know, these two guys really came along good together. Okay, let's let's keep it that way. However, he asked his good friend, "Hey, I need something that, you know, when I fly my planes and stuff." Rich guy, by the way, rich guy, by the way, rich guy, by the way. However, I need something that, you know, it's not having that a super hard time to read the freaking watch. So they came around this here, so it's very easy, you know, to read it. That's not really the original design. This is a little bit more, let's say, sophisticated design or more elegant design. But if you would like to know the original one, which is a DuPont, maybe I will show it here, maybe not, you know, depends on my mood. However, that about the watch. So he created a watch for him. He was very, very happy. And yeah, that is that basically, and that's the result. Now, if we now move on to the details, for example, the hour markers and hands are crafted with like a very, very interesting, I would say, material. So I don't really know, and I do not would like to lie to you, but some people tend, and I don't know if that is true, to say that these hour markers that you see here, the applied ones, are enough to read the time in darker conditions. I can say I can read the time because I am able to have the luminous hands. However, some people are saying, yeah, even when it's pretty dark outside, they're able, because the hour markers are kind of way good reflecting, to still read the time and know exactly what it is. Maybe I have just to get used to the dial design, but I really can't. I am really dependent on the luminescent hand that you see here. Maybe I can just zoom a little bit more in, and I really have to apologize for my hands. I have somehow an allergy again, and it's always happening towards winter. However, yeah, look at that. It's really beautifully executed. Beautifully executed. The only downside that you have with that watch is basically it's a fingerprint and little scratch magnet. I hate that, but you know what? If someone can spend 40,000, no, it's again a rant against Patek Philippe, but if you can spend 40,000 for such a square watch, okay, then you can be happy with that thing. Then I am suggesting you to rather get out and buy yourself this thing for around about $7,000 on a used market, and you will be happy. You will be freaking happy, and you will still have a little bit of room to, you know, fill up your Mustang, if you understand what I mean. However, everything about the watch has its own clue. If you look at the case back, it has been rounded. If you look at the case itself, it has been rounded. Also, the edges have been chamfered. You have here, for example, a brushed side, then followed by a polished, and I'm really sorry for all the fingerprints out there, but followed by really beautifully executed flanges, and you can say to them also chamfers in mirror polished execution. Absolutely cool. I like the touch of blue in that cabochon that you see here. I would love to play a little more around with lights in regards to show you the cabochon. Oh, it's, even though artificial, it just looks stunning. That's what I can say. That's really what I can say about the watch. And I would now suggest, even though I cannot show you the serial number, that we dive into the movement. The Santos Large is powered by the caliber, it's called 1847 MC, I think, on the top of my head. It's a reliable automatic movement that provides accurate timekeeping. This movement features a 48-hour power reserve. Yeah, should be right. And meaning you can take it off for a couple of days, you know, without worrying about winding it. So that's cool. It's automatic. It's really like, put it on your wrist and forget about it. And that's really cool about such watches. Of course, I do have the Speedmaster. I love and adore the Speedmaster. But you know, there are times where you just like to say, nope, I would like to have an automatic watch, and really, really just wear it regularly, and it will keep ticking, you know? Anyway, so plus the watch includes a date function. That's what I mentioned before, and conveniently located at the 6 o'clock position, adding somehow to its practicality, you know, to its overall practicality. I like that they put you know, that they didn't put a white date disc, but a black date disc and white date number printing. It really sets everything apart. And I told you already about the sunburst dial and everything, you know, with the polished hands and such. It just looks perfect. Some would even tend to say they would like to have a two-hand Cartier. With this model lineup, I am saying, you know, as an argument, no, it has to have 3 hands. You have to have you got to see the second hand. So yeah, that's my take on it basically. And one of the standout features when we were talking about the movement, just to get back, is its precision, because Cartier has a long-standing reputation for crafting high-quality movements. And this, what was the name of that thing? 1847 MC, if I remember right, it is really not an exception to it. So it's designed to withstand the rigors of daily wear while maintaining exceptional accuracy. And that's a basically cool part about the watch. So you have a jewelry piece on your wrist, and then you have exceptional accuracy. Very cool. Don't forget, this is a in-house caliber, and Cartier started its journey around 2011, I think. With that watch, this is the Cartier Décalibre. They were so proud that they managed to get the first in-house caliber in a watch that they really named the watch after Cartier Décalibre. So a very, very cool thing. I will for sure review that one day too, but just you know that this is the first one, and this years after is what's happening when you are having, you know, experience in creating your own in-house calibers. Great watch nevertheless, but the most important thing is not only that the watch looks cool, and you know, I'm now eyeing towards Rolex and eyeing towards the 18 karat gold Sea Dweller. I don't know how they made it, but I made it somehow comfortable. But if you are now trying to compare that watch with a normal tool watch from Rolex, it's unbelievably comfortable. I also had the opportunity to have the 5712 on my wrist, and I'm telling you, it is comfortable, but the Cartier, for example, is not as light as a 5712 from, excuse me, please, from Patek Philippe. Now, let's talk about the key aspect. It's the integrated bracelet that is designed for a perfect fit, and it feels really great on the wrist, truly. The adjustable clasp that you see here allows for easy sizing, and it does ensure that your, you know, watch is sitting comfortably on your wrist throughout the day, whether you're at the office, you know, you're a small office pirate, or you're going out for dinner or enjoying a weekend adventure. This watch is versatile enough to suit any occasions. And when you think about, Cartier did something absolutely unbelievable. They managed to give you a push system. It's like you push here, and then you can remove so easy the freaking bracelet, and you know, buy yourself different bracelet or strap options from Cartier directly. That is absolutely no problem. Unfortunately, the aftermarket does not look too good for that watches. And also a very cool thing, and I'm trying to demonstrate here, is when you push those almost invisible pins in the bracelet. I hope I can get it. See that here? You can, I'll try to push it. Wait a second. With the camera, it's a little harder, but there you go. I took out now a pin. You cannot lose it. Wait, I have to pull it again. Yeah, you cannot lose it. You do basically on the fly bracelet adjustments. This is absolutely unbelievable. I don't know why only Cartier does it. Maybe because of patent, you know, issues. It's just freaking crazy. I truly love that watch. Oops. No, it's hard for me doing it on the camera, but I have to push it in. Look. And now it's secured. You can wear the watch. Absolutely a stunner of the watch. And now, as I said, the fingerprints on the polished surfaces and on the sapphire is everywhere. But you know what? Let's not forget the heritage behind the Cartier Santos. This watch is steeped in history. You know, originally designed, as I told you before, for the aviator Monsieur Santos Dumont, and that was in the early 1900s. It was one of the first wrist watches ever created. You have to understand, the first wrist watches ever created, and one of the first pilot watches really ever created, revolutionizing the way we think about timepieces today. You know, you have to understand that. And if you really dig into the subject, you will understand that wearing a Cartier Santos is like wearing a piece of history on your wrist, and that adds an extra layer of, I would say, appreciation for this remarkable watch. Guys, let me know in the comments below what you think about the watch, what you think about the review. It's very important with you to talk about that subject. And never forget, I don't care what the haters have to say, never ever. And this channel is not monetized, so I do what I want. And if I like to upload some MJ related, you know, content, I do that. I don't care. That's the thing. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, hit the like button and subscribe. And as always, we're going to see you in the next one. Love you guys. Bye.